Hello everybody, welcome back to the series. Last time we mowed the school and we built that up into hay. Today I actually spoke with one of my buddies and they wanted to introduce us a little bit to kind of the farmhand experience. So they actually asked us to come out and work a couple of their fields for them. And so we're going to actually do that and kind of change it up today. So I'm going to go hop in the truck and then we're going to drive out there. Alright, so we got a little bit of a drive ahead of us. We gotta get out of town a little bit and then we get to where we can harvest because it is harvest season. Um, we're gonna drive past the school, see all of our nice hard work over there. Right guys, here we are. Just pulling up on his field now. Looks like he's got the combine and a semi-truck waiting for us, so we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull off into the driveway up here. Get off the road a little bit. That way we can go ahead and hop in. Looks like we are going to be harvesting like some beans. Yeah, some soybeans. Yeah. So let's see if we can't figure out how to run this combine. Well, it fired right up. Okay. Get it unfolded. Oh yeah, that's nice. Alright. Okay, that's how we turn it on and lower it. Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of a headland pass. Go ahead and see how full that gets us. Now, he wanted us to kind of harvest two of his fields for him, just as a trial run, see if he wants to keep hiring us later on throughout the year. That does look like I'm missing a little bit, so I'm gonna kind of overlap just a little bit, make sure I'm getting all the beans that I can. He said he's gonna pay us pretty handsomely, and he only wants so much turned in, and then the rest that gets turned in afterward, he'll let us get paid for that. So we should make a pretty decent check, and that'll get us set up pretty good on getting started on getting our own land. But I definitely haven't really been looking. I mean, we're sitting currently at 16,000, but I know like when we do get our own land, we're gonna have quite a few expenses that we're gonna need to take care of, let alone just the land, but we're gonna have to worry about throwing some seed down and getting equipment that will allow us to throw seed down and even harvesting. So definitely working for him a little bit it'll help us out a little bit and get us that seed money for starting up our own farm. This is a fairly decent sized field. We're just gonna go ahead. I think we'll just do, with how wide this is, I think we'll do about one headland and then we'll start our down and backs. So yeah, just gonna be driving a little bit. It looks like one headland pass might fill us. So thankfully that truck is set up alongside. We might have to go and open up the top half for it and then we'll be able to fill that up. I don't know who he had plant this, but they missed a lot when planting. Maybe if I do a good job, he'll hire me in planting season to go ahead and replant these crops. But I think what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of time lapse while I get this harvested. So we'll catch you guys back once we're done. Well, guys, it looks like we filled up the semi-truck. So we're gonna have to go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and dump the load off. Get this closed up. And I'll just have to give him a quick call and see exactly where he wants it. I'm gonna give him a call and come back when we get to the place we're gonna be taking this to. Well, guys, it turns out where he wanted us to take it to is just sitting here right behind the school. So I'm gonna come up here and we're gonna dump it off and well, hopefully this train isn't in our way. Oh, cool. Looks like they just disconnected the carts in between. Just come up here and we should be able to unload. Where do we take this here? Let me run inside and check to see where they want me to unload this at. Alright guys, so they said we just gotta pull around on the scale and then we should just be able to drive right into here and dump it right into that grain bin. We should be just fine and dandy. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna circle around and we're gonna hop on their scale. That way they can tell us how much this load weighs. So they know how much to go ahead and credit to our buddy's account. Stop right here, let them go ahead and get the weight. Alright. And we'll just go ahead and pull right in under here. And go ahead and offload first bin. Right. Just a little bit. Offload the second bin. Alright. Looks like our levels are going down a little bit. Alright, and we are all empty. Get this pulled out and we'll get back to the field. And we'll see you guys when we get there. Well guys, I kind of wanted to stop here and look a minute. So I was looking and this little piece of farmland is for sale. They want about 60,000 for it. I don't know, maybe if we can, I don't know how much Buddy Sam's willing to pay us for what we're doing, but this wouldn't be a bad little plot to, ground looks kind of good, but it wouldn't be a bad little plot to go ahead and get started. We could put up a little house, and yeah, we could definitely work with this, but figured we'd stop in and take a look at the grounds real quick. Doesn't look, the soil doesn't look too bad. It looks like it's been plowed recently. So, might be able to see what we can do with that. But first things first, we need to, yeah, we need to finish what we're doing for Sam, and we might come back and take a bit closer look at that later. But with that being right next to his property and all, I don't think it would be a bad idea. And it's not too far away from the vehicle dealer, and not too terribly far away from anything else. And I mean, it's just out a little ways in the country, but not too bad. I should turn down in there. Ooh, this is gonna be rough. Alright. We'll get that top opened up real quick, hit that button inside. Then we'll pull up and finish unloading the combine, and then get back at it. So, I don't think I'm gonna do a huge um, time lapse, but I think I will cut away, and then we will catch back up with you guys. We're just about finished up on this field and getting ready to move to the next. So we'll catch you then. Well guys, we are finishing up on our, I think it's going to be our last pass of this field. Um, Thankfully Sam came out and taught us how to use the GPS. It's definitely made it a whole lot easier. As he saw I was struggling with keeping it straight, he said, you know, my truck's got a GPS on it, so I figure I'll show you how to use it. Looks like we are going to have to make one more pass just for that little bit, but we'll go ahead and do that without turning on the GPS, just to go ahead and make that a little bit quicker. But definitely made pretty good work at this field. It took us a little bit longer than I was expecting it would, but you know, farming, it's not a quick process. So we are getting that all harvested up, and we'll go ahead and we'll drive the combine over to the next field after we get this done. It's got three fields for us to do. Thankfully they're all like pretty close together right over here. So this last little bit, and we are all cleaned up and ready to go on to the next field. Might go ahead and after this drive over to the truck and dump this last little bit off, see how close we can get that to being full. And then we'll drive that over and unload it. Right. Pipe coming out. Tucked in. Alright. Might not even use the header trailer since they're all right here. Go ahead and drive up on the road. hazards on. Trying to dodge as many of these signs as I can. Maybe I should have brought the header trailer, but you know, I don't think we did a too bad job. We got this field right up here around the corner, and then we got one more just next to it. We're gonna have to harvest. I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and cut in here, knock out this field real quick, and then we'll head on to the next one. I am gonna go ahead and do my headlands, and we'll get the GPS set up and going on that. Well, thankfully, like, I guess this little bit right here don't even have too much, oh, and, well, I guess it wouldn't be me if, I didn't miss a little spot right there, so. I'll probably come back and get that once we finish this headland. Yeah, that field just over yonder is the next one we're gonna knock out. But I'm gonna go ahead and knock out both of these fields, and then we'll catch back up to you once it's done. So we'll see you then. Alright, so we just finished harvesting and unloading both fields. We're headed back to go ahead and put the equipment up for Sam. And yeah, so we kind of made quite a bit of money. I guess he didn't calculate exactly how much he had out on this field. His estimates were definitely a little off. And we made a little over 80,000 so far, and we still got a truckload to go deliver. So I'm gonna go ahead and park the harvester over by this property, and then he said just go ahead and put it where it was. Then he'll get one of his guys to go ahead and put it up in his shed. We are gonna at least put the header on the trailer for him. That way he can work on it. Really wish I had a power washer to clean this up for him. It was really nice of him to help us out. But yeah, so yeah, definitely did more than help us. So we almost can. I mean, we can afford to buy land. We'll need some more stuff to go ahead and work the land, and that's something we're gonna have to look into. Is if we go the crop route, we're gonna need to go ahead and we're gonna need a seeder, a tractor, and a harvester. I'm not sure how much that's all gonna run us, or how much we're gonna be able to get, because he still hasn't paid us for this. For sure, once we get back, I'll talk to him, and we'll I'll go talk to him. Yeah, I'll leave my truck over there for now. I'll run and jump in the semi, and I'll meet you guys when we get down to the sell point for all these crops. Alright guys, and we are just about ready to go ahead and pull in. Okay, it looked like there was a train for a second. I guess one just passed. And we'll go ahead and we'll drive back over the scale. They can count for the weight. That way they know how much they can go ahead and pay us when we get done delivering it. Ooh, man. Let's get that a little too tight. Stop, let them get the numbers. And then we're going to go ahead and pull around again. Go ahead and pull right in. And we'll unload. Oh. Oh man. Oh, that was another 16,000 there. And so then, yeah, we'll go ahead and drive this back over there, get this parked, and then go ahead and talk to Samuel. So catch you guys when we're back over there. Alright, so I just talked to our buddy and he'd give us a couple thousand for it. And yeah, looks like his guys already moved the equipment away. And yeah, so that was a pretty productive day. I think we're going to go back to the house and we're going to look at properties, see what's on the computer. So definitely see you guys once we get there. Alright guys, so I was looking around and on the internet and I found a property that I wanted to run out and look at real quick. So we're gonna head out that way. It's not too far, maybe a little bit of a drive, but seems like there's a little bit of land where I could put a house on and then a field that I could probably pick up for around 50,000, which would still give us plenty to still play with money-wise. I think if I just go this way, I should go to it. If I remember right, I might have to turn on my GPS and remember where we're going, but we should be able to get there pretty quickly and see just about exactly where it's at. If I come up and make a left at this light, we should be on the right path. I think so. And I mean, it still currently does have crops, so if we get a small harvester and then kind of a trailer to pick it up, we should be able to pick that up just fine. And then maybe make a little bit of money off of that, and hopefully with that we should be able to get stuff planted. Because we are, depending on what we want to go for, we're getting pretty close to a season, well, the season for planting. I know a lot of people here do beans, and we don't necessarily want to do beans as well. I think it's out this way, maybe just a little further. Oh look, yeah, there's the airport. Got some nice planes there. But it's actually a part of this guy's farm over here. But he just doesn't want this little section anymore. So he's getting rid of it. But this is the building area. It looks like we have, not sure if the chicken coop or what on it. We'd have Honestly, we'd have to buy it to really check it out. And can't really see in. But there's this nice little field here that's decently sized. We should be able to make a good amount of money off of it. And then there's a little bit of grassland here that we can mow and bale. So that could be a steady source of just a little bit of income. Right next to the railroad track. Okay. And then this is going to be where the property line ends. So I think, yeah, and I mean, depending on what we plant, we might be able to go ahead and start raising chickens as some sort of crop. Well, not crop, but income is, if that's a chicken pen, then we definitely can do that and sell the eggs. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call the bank and see if we can't go ahead and buy this deed. Alright guys, so we did spend a little bit more, just because we went ahead and we bought this field that's back here for $12,000 more. But it wasn't too bad. So we now own all of this. Yeah, so now we have this little tiny field. It only made sense, because otherwise somebody was going to have to drive to our land to harvest it anyway, or go across the train tracks. So let's open up and see what we got in here. Oh! Oh, this isn't, can't go in. The pig pen. Okay. Wow. Can we go in this door, maybe? That's the chute for the pigs. Does look like there's some pigs in it. I'm not sure if I can afford to feed pigs at the moment, so what we might do, if there's currently, yeah, it looks currently like there's pigs in it. Let's see if we can't go ahead and just sell off the pigs and maybe get rid of this pen. Definitely don't have the farm space or the crops currently to feed pigs. So yeah, we'll look at that. I do want to go ahead and get most of our gear picked up and brought out here, but then I also kind of want to look to see if I can harvest this stuff. So we've got 2 fields of beans now for us. So we'll go ahead and we'll go and pick up our trailer and bring the mower and such out here. I'm gonna see if I can't look at possibly getting somebody to come and build up a little bit. Maybe tear down that pig pen. We'll send those pigs off. Yeah. So hopefully by next episode we'll have a little bit more more to go off of, a little bit more land, and we will definitely see if our house is done by then. It should at least have everything demolished. And then we'll see if we can't possibly go and pick up a small harvester and small tractor and trailer to go ahead and haul most of that crop off with. But for now, yeah. I think we had a pretty successful day. We now have land. We're almost ready to move out as soon as our house is built out there. And hopefully when I see you guys next, we'll have our house built and yeah, yeah. So until next time, we'll see you later.